Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. I have worked at IRS for a decade. I have worked thousands and thousands of cases. I've been doing this actually for 50 years. Don't I look good? I have a whole team of former IRS agents, attorneys, and we're just dedicated to IRS resolution. I've been on every major TV station. You can look at my website at 777irs.com. I suggest you do. At least you know kind of who I am. I don't like to spend a lot of time, but we are available for representation. I want to talk to you today about the top debt strategies and what you need to know. Being a revenue officer and working collection cases and being involved in tax debt for 50 years, there's 3 closing strategies on every case. So as a revenue officer, if I'd come out and work your case, you had a business, you had a payroll tax, whatever. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a financial statement. The financial statement controls everything. It controls how you close the case, how IRS is going to work with you. So the setting up of your financial statement to give it to Internal Revenue Service is everything here. It's everything. If I was a revenue officer, your presentation of your financial statement would decide how your case is going to close. You must know what IRS is looking for. You need to know how to present it. You need to know what to put on there, like a cover letters, like bad things that happen. You need to actually set a trail. Listen to me. Set a trail that IRS can see this is how you got here. Most people don't do that. They just give IRS the financial statement and boom. There it is. No, it's where I am. No, you don't want to do that. You want to show how you got there. Was there a series of events? Do you have documentation? Was it because of COVID? You must show IRS the reason you're here and how you want to get out of the situation. If not, you are dead in the water. The presentation of your 433A, if it's with the revenue officer, 433F, that's at the service center, or the 433B, which is part of the business financial statement, it is everything. If you think you're going to do this by yourself and you think you're going to muddle your way through this, you are, but you're not going to get the same result. You can't, because you don't know what I, as a former IRS agent, am looking for. I am going to look for 2 things. I'll tell you: your assets, what I can get out of those. You may not have any, but most important is your income and expenses. IRS is going to zero in on your expenses, and they're going to only allow the IRS national standards. What are the IRS national standards? I talk about them all the time. IRS goes ahead through the Department of Labor and says, these are what we are going to allow. You can go find those by Googling IRS national standards for 4 categories to start with: food and clothing, IRS national standards for housing and utilities, IRS for car payments, and IRS national standards to drive your vehicles. There's 4 main standards within that. So if you want to know what the top things you have to do, it's the financial statement. Now, how's IRS going to close your case? How are they going to end it? They're going to want to make sure all tax returns are filed. They're going to want to make sure you're current on your federal tax deposits, estimate payments, or withholding. And then once they get all that information and data and they review it, they're either going to put you into currently non-collectible, which is a hardship, which you'll be there in there for a couple of years. IRS may spring the case in and out. You may be in for a payment agreement because of your income and expense analysis IRS is doing, or you may be able to settle your debt through the offer. I taught the offer program. I'm an expert in IRS resolution matters. I gave you everything you need to do. Write a cover letter anytime you send anything into IRS. Give me a subscription if you would. I try to get everything I can in 4 minutes. Thank you for the subscription.